So, welcoming yourself to this practice of iRest, Yoga Nidra. Feeling yourself take the time you need to get comfortable. And giving yourself the permission at any point during the practice to readjust yourself or come to a more comfortable posture. Acknowledging that Yoga Nidra is the practice of love in action, as it is awareness, welcoming everything as itself. So during this practice, affirming that we're here to meet, greet, welcome, and respond to all that life presents us with. As you start to sense into your body and to yourself arriving into this space and time for practice, feeling all of the support that surrounds you. You may feel the cushions, if you have one beneath your knees, or the gentle weight of the eye pillow. You've covered yourself with a blanket, or even the support from the environment around you. It's encouraging and supportive of this time that you're creating consciously for yourself. To rest. Begin to sense into the body and just notice what's present as you start to open all of the senses, sense of smell, any sounds coming at you from all directions, sense of lightness or darkness, the perception. Of all that's arising for you in the body. And as you begin to really explore what's arising in the body, just inquiring into that force that enlivens you, that force that makes the heart beat, that current of life force pulsing within you. And inquiring with yourself, what do I want to align with most authentically during my time on earth? What felt sense can I welcome in this moment that aligns so truly with my heartfelt desire? Perhaps sensing into that quality of equanimity or loving kindness compassion or joy. As you welcome in your heart's desire. And now to welcoming your intention for your practice right here, right now. And affirming it in the present tense as if it's a matter of truth already, right here, right now. Some intention that aligns with and supports the unfolding of you living out your heart's desire here on planet Earth. Perhaps your intention is to remain alert and aware during the practice, or to feel into that sense of being. Whatever your intention, affirm it to yourself here and now. Sense it in the body. And welcome now your inner resource and the felt sense of being. That state of well-being, of feeling of security and ease in the body. That remembrance of where home is within you. Your inner glow. Perhaps a field like quality of being. And affirming to yourself that you can always bring up this feeling. You can always welcome this inner resource of being anytime. Sensing into the mouth and the hinge points in the jaw. Sensing into the eyes. And the eyes as spheres that you can sense, just a pure sensation, the eyeballs, maybe softening that place behind the backs of the eyes as they rest in the eye sockets of the skull. The whole cranium and head and all that's contained within it. Sensing the neck and the inner walls of your throat. Into the collarbones. Into the right shoulder, tracing a line of sensation down the right arm. Enlivening into the right hand, sensing all of your attention and focus on feeling the right hand. Shifting attention into the left shoulder, a line of sensation traced all the way down into the left hand. Almost a pulsation, a vibration, felt sense of the left hand. Moving attention back over into the right hand. And back into the left hand. And now welcoming the sensation of both hands at the same time. Welcoming sensation in the torso and all that's contained within the torso. All the different systems of the body buzzing and online as you just sense the torso and down into the hips. Sensation moving all the way down the legs into the feet and toes. Both legs at the same time. Giving up thinking and analyzing and welcoming the sensation of both legs simultaneously. As you start to open your awareness to the whole body, sense the body breathing itself. The whole body breathing in. The whole body breathing out. Whole body breathing in. Whole body breathing out. And as you stay here observing the breath, open back up to that quality of being. And welcome the feeling of well-being to accompany you as you observe the body breathing itself. And perhaps welcome an emotion or thought that may be present for you right now. And if an emotion or thought isn't presenting itself, you just stay here with what feels important, with this quality of being, abiding as being. And if an emotion or thought has presented itself, without going into the story of that emotion or thought, welcome the felt sense of that emotion or thought in the body. When you welcome this particular emotion or thought, where do you sense it in the body? Sensing it. Just staying present with it. Knowing at any point you can always welcome back that inner resource of well-being to also accompany you as you sense this emotion or thought in the body. And if this emotion or thought had an opposite, without going into the story, just starting to sense where this opposite emotion or thought lives in the body, how it feels. And at your own tempo, start to move back and forth between these two opposites. welcoming and sensing one, where it lives in the body, and then welcoming and sensing its opposite and where it lives in the body. Going back and forth. And then as you're ready, start to welcome both of these opposites in the body simultaneously. What's it feel like for them to both be here? Sensing that touchstone of well-being. Can that remembrance of security and support also be here as you welcome these opposites of sensation in the body? Affirming to yourself that you're having the perfect experience that you're meant to have in this moment. As you now start to really nourish and abide as your inner resource, this inner glow, this quality of wholeness, rest as your inner resource. And start to notice the body breathing itself. And the current and flow of life force pulsing through you, enlivening you. Feel your way to joy. Welcome and arrive at the feeling, the felt sense, the feeling tone of joy in the body. An inner glow and radiance, sensing joy and well-being. The felt sense of gratitude for creating this time for you here and now to remember joy in the body. Returning to your intention for this practice, affirming your intention as you land on it. Feeling again into your heart's deepest desire and longing, that which you feel and want to most authentically align with during your time on earth. Trusting its perfect unfolding. And take all the time you need to slowly start to awaken yourself as you come to the end of your practice. Any particular ritual or closing that you have for yourself, perhaps a deepening of the breath, gentle movement of the body. And a final affirm of your inner resource and that felt sense of being. Thank you so much for taking this time for you. Namaste.